Okay, hello again, people. Welcome back to another episode of Zach's Anime Reviews. Yes, it hasn't been a month since my last episode. Yay, making progress. Let's hope I keep that progress. Anyway, for this episode, as I said before, we shall review Actually I Am, otherwise known as Jitsu wa Watashi wa. Now, this is a 13 episode anime that aired July 7th, 2015 to September 9th, 2015. One day after school, Asahi Kuromin stumbles upon the truth that Yoko Shiragami, the girl he has a crush on, is actually a vampire. According to her father's rules, Yoko must now quit school in order to keep her family safe. However, Asahi does not want her to go and promises that he'll keep her true nature secret. Unfortunately, this turned out to be easier said than done, as Asahi is a man who is easy to read and unable to keep any secrets to himself. And this is only the beginning of his troubles. More supernatural beings enter his life, and he is forced to protect all of their identities or face the consequences. Jitsuwa Watashiwa follows Asahi as he deals with his new friends and unique challenges they bring, struggles to keep his mouth shut, and desperately tries to win Yoko's heart in the process. So, as you can probably tell from the synopsis, this is going to be another one of those romantic comedies. Harem. But this one has a different twist on it. I mean, sure, there's Monster Musume. That's monsters. That's monster girls. This turns out, this kind of goes the other route. It makes it like super. Well, I won't say supernatural because you've got the vampire. Aliens aren't really supernatural. Then you got the childhood friend whose glasses. I can't remember the name of that Japanese monster. When inanimate objects come to life. I forget the name of that, but it's because her glasses, through much care and love and stuff like that, grow the ability to speak and talk. Well, speak and talk is anything, but think for themselves, sort of thing. And there's also a vampire and an Oni, I think it was, or a demon. I forget exactly what she is, but anyway. So first off, we get the vampire, who's the main love interest, the one he's going for. I mean, she's kind of like the ditzy klutz, kind of not real. She's kind of that character. I mean, and then you got the alien girl. The alien girl is, I did mention werewolf, right? Yeah. The alien girl is about yay tall. And she's piloting a human-sized robot of herself so she can blend in human society. Because, come on, she's yay big. She sits there in the brain of the robot. And then there's the childhood friend who is normal human, except for the glasses. Now, these three are can be considered part of the harem part, because considered potential love interest. Because Asahi, he has a crush on the vampire Yoko. Frick, why am I thinking? And then his childhood friend, who was always kind of being bullying him and stuff, kind of a crush on him. And then the alien girl, as the story progresses, develops feelings for him. I mean, the werewolf is an interesting case, because the werewolf can gender swap for some reason. I don't quite remember. Maybe it was something about seeing round objects, moon-like objects or something. And it's a friend of Yoko's and was sent by Yoko's father to kind of protect her and stuff. It's as in the male form, he just kind of wants to kill Asahi, sort of thing. But the female form is kind of a slut. So that makes it kind of interesting. I mean, I wouldn't potentially say it's part of the love interest, but she wouldn't mind kind of just doing it, you know what I mean? And the Oni slash demon, she's technically the principal of the school, so not really, so it's not, well, not technically, she is the principal of the school. So she's not a love interest there. But I mean, she's like, let me see what this can pull up about it. I mean, she is the principal of the school and probably like a few hundred years old. And like her descendant, the regular, cause like it has, like she has descendants. Yes. Yeah, thousands of years old. And is obsessed with snacks. Okay, is a devil. Okay. Okay. And because she's always acting, she's acting because she's a lowly. She's thousands of years old devil, and she has like descendants who are not human, with like the devil blood mixed in, sort of thing. And one of those descendants kind of works, I forget, at a school and is kind of keeping her and keeping great grandmother. I don't know how many greats that would be, but in line. And she's not part of the love interest either. But the cat, like you can see where the comedy part comes in pretty easily. Anyway, the arts, I don't normally talk about art style. I mean, I need to expand my stuff, what I do, because just saying about, oh, this is funny, this is comedy, kind of is a little boring. So yeah, you can, so it's a romantic comedy slash harem, plus harem, and we work with that. The arts, it's like I don't pay attention to, like, you hear a lot of people saying like voice acting and soundtrack and all that. It's just like, to be honest, when I'm watching the show, I don't pay attention to that unless the voice is like really off. I don't pay attention, or if I watch like a dub or sub version and then I switch, I can notice a difference because it sounds weird, but other than that, I don't pay attention to the voice actors. Well, I don't pay attention to the voices. Soundtrack wise, I don't pay attention to that either. I just let that immerse me when I'm watching the show. I don't pay attention, so that's why I never talk about that. I mean, I guess you can say something about the art, because like the art is like rich, like, because like it has the theme, cause like it's really bright and colorful, as you saw from like the beginning pic. It's like it's got the bright colors, got some good. I guess you can say it's got contrast, cause like, I don't know, cause it definitely brings along the feel of it being a comedy. The colors kind of help it along. There's not really much the colors don't really portray much seriousness, but I felt like that. But anyway, this show, I enjoyed this show. I would like a second season, but this came out in 2015. This is now 2017. It is roughly almost 2 years since the show aired, and the manga began in 2013. So, and it's still ongoing. So it's probably gonna be one of those where, do we get a second season? It'd be nice, but probably not. You have to go read the manga for any more information. It's gonna be one of those. I mean, yeah, but I would suggest this one. This was a cute, funny moments, good light romantic comedy, interesting twist to it. Characters were good, because you had the kind of like the childhood friend who's kind of like a tsundere character, except she's like being. And then you kind of have the alien girl who, I forget exactly how her character is, but she's kind of like the one Well, I mean, see, childhood friend, like, I wouldn't say tsundere, because, like, she sits there, bullies him, but she had a crush on him the entire time. I forget what that is. I guess the alien girl considered tsundere. Then you got the vampire girl, who is pretty much like the ditzy, I won't say klutz exactly, but she's kind of like the ditzy character. Doesn't. Then you got the werewolf person, who as the male wants to kill him, I think I remember correctly. And then the female version is pretty much just a slut. And then you got the combination of the 1,000-year-old devil lowly, who loves snacks and acts likes to act like a child and stuff, and like to play pranks on people as like a devil would, with matched with her descendant, who's always carrying around a wooden sword, or I guess you call it a kendo sword, and is like always trying to keep her in line and stuff. So like, you've got some good characters, you got good interactions. The mix makes for a good show. I mean, and of course, then for some reason I cannot quite remember, like when we meet her dad, like toward the end of the show, or at the end of the show, minor spoiler, like he's like a freaking giant sort of thing. I don't quite understand how that works. I mean, sure, we're dealing with supernatural beings, but we're still kind of based in slice of life realism. How is the dad suddenly a freaking giant? I mean, like, not like 7 foot tall, like, he's probably more like, I'm like, think actual giant. So, go figure. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, I mean, it's bright, cheerful, kind of easy to sit back and watch. I mean, I guess toward the end, like, you get with all romantic comedies, you kind of get like unless it's like really just like straight comedy, you get the like little suspenseful moment, like, oh, what's going on? Is everything gonna be okay? Everything gonna be okay? Come on, romantic comedy. So we get that occasional thing, but I do suggest it. It's good. Just kind of sit back and watch. I mean, you kind of do need to watch it in order to know what's kind of going on. It'll be nice, cause it's not like some shows like I did last year, like I did before, but like you kind of just like watch it whenever. You don't. I mean, you can kind of do the same with this, but you kind of need a storyline of what's going on, because like in the relationship progress seems kind of cute. I mean, I like harem anime to begin with myself. You can judge me all you want. I don't care. Depends on the show, but when it's romantic comedy harems, like, they're always kind of cute and funny. I mean, me, cause like I always hope for like the actual harem thing, even though it never happens. Cause like, come on, you got all this going on. Why can't you just say like love everybody? But I don't know. I guess, I mean, all in all, unless you kind of do root for his crush on the main girl, because like his crush is kind of like one-sided. He never really fully tells her until like, I think she kind of finds out at the end. I don't quite remember. Like I said, she's kind of the ditzy type who's not really entirely there. But anyway, so yeah, I do recommend this anime. I mean, Monster Musume is kind of different, but it's kind of the same. But Monster Musume is more older people, more, I guess you could say, adult oriented, because like it's got more of the because Monster Musume is more ecchi based. This really had little if none, no ecchi. And Monster Musume was definitely, you're going the harem route. Monster Girl, this one's kind of like slice of life supernatural sort of thing. Anyway. So yeah, I give this 8 out of 10. I mean, it was good. I like it. I mean, they could have done a few things differently, in my opinion. What exactly those were, I can't quite remember. I mean, I would have liked the conclusion. I mean, that's a big thing with anything. I mean, when you're kind of left hanging after some stuff, it's kind of like with these shows, it's kind of like, come on, just get together with somebody. But anyway, so yeah, I give this 8. Son of a bitch. So yeah, I give this 8 out of 10. Anyway, my next review shall be over Black Lagoon. That should be ring a few bells with people. If not, okay then. We'll see what it's about. Anyway, until next time, sayonara.